Today's sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a... This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And his first pass is incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down.
Second and 10, Stafford again. Ebron caught left side. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
We got 4. We got 4. Lady. On the ball, switch.
On first and 10, Stafford. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
And this is caught by Fells, right side. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Now Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, baby.
Stafford looks to throw again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Their big-bodied receiver from 3 yards out. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Watch 88. Watch 88.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side.
Single.
They go play action here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. That'll bring up second down. On play action, now Manning. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. To throw is Manning. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. Manning to Beckham, a big play there. 53 yards.
Well, they just treated third and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are an extra point away. From tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kicks away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And ready to go for another offensive series. Out comes Detroit, and a Detroit team that, boy, lost in the playoffs this year. Don't have a playoff win since 1992. But it was a tough end of the season. There were injuries involved. And I know you think that this is a crew that really could make some noise again next year, don't you?
I do, because I think they gained so much confidence this season, battling back from a tough beginning, working their way into where they looked like they had a chance to win the division. And while they didn't do that, they did get into the playoffs. Despite a myriad of injuries, they think this team has a bright future, and they feel confident about 2017.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it's second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. To throw is Stafford. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's fourth down.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt. 3 on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Manning now on 1st down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's brought down alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Manning. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 12 yards on the pickup, and it's good for a New York 1st down. Here's Perkins on 1st down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, it's early in this one, but Paul Perkins is a guy that I saw play at UCLA. And you know when he did in his most damage? Late in the ball game. He's one of those guys that's a high-volume ball carrier and really wears people down and produces big as the game's on the line.
Had some good moments for the Giants this year. Question, though, is he just a complimentary piece going forward, or can he ever be the guy?
I think he can be the guy, but I don't believe the Giants are just going to settle for that. They're going to bring in more competition and make him earn it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intentional grounding, offense.
Did not get outside the tackles, and that's going to be a 10-yard penalty.
Yeah, quarterbacks want to make sure they can ground it legally. In this case, he wasn't able to.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Back to, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery on a Giants touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. On first down, it's Stafford. Ebron with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On first down, Stafford here. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And Tate just finished his 7th NFL season. First 4 in Seattle, last 3 Detroit. And each of those 3 years, 90 or more receptions. Finished this season with 91 catches, over 1,000 yards.
And I saw him expand his game in 2016. I saw him operate out wide in the slot. Also came into the backfield and got carries and then ran routes from there. His yards after catch really jumped back up in 2016, and Golden Tate has shown that he's more than capable of being a #1 receiver in the NFL.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So no problems there with that one as they're able to put 3 up on the board.
Yeah, it's pretty much a winless night. There's only a very light breeze, so it's a perfect night for kickers. And like you say, no problems with that one.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try? Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
We got 4. We got 4.
Manning to throw on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Looking for Marshall. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Caught left side, it's Beckham. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take it. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
you're gonna do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield. Odell Beckham Jr. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. They'll let the shorter back Perkins run it. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ezekiel Ziggy Ansah with a tackle for loss. Just think he's still learning the game of football. Didn't play a heck of a lot of it in his native country, and at BYU was just scratching the surface before he hit the NFL.
Yeah, from Ghana, where he really liked soccer and basketball, but football's okay for him, right?
Yeah, I think it's worked out very well. Drafted on potential, he's realizing it here. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop. Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So give him 3 there. A good drive gets him inside the 5. But they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought.
Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. Now Manning throwing on second down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Ebron caught left side. Give him 16 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down Lions. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On second down, here's Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. 3rd and 4. Stafford looks to throw again. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down and off. Offense.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points. As we start quarter number 4.
Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he... Throws there, incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. To throw is Manning. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. Into the red zone now, Manning. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. On play action, it's Manning, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he's able to put it through. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And he'll take it out to the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take it. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now Abdullah, the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Lions. Back to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. He'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, that one fell incomplete after being tipped in the air. But I have to tell you, I had a bad flashback of going to head to the stadium stairs in practice. Because what we were always taught, any ball like that, if it's not spiked towards the ground and you actually tip it up, then that's an error on your part. Because now you've given hope to the offense, maybe help create a big play for them, instead of going up and either intercepting it or knocking it down. I ran many a stadium step for my errors.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll look to throw. And this is caught by Fells, right side. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Hey, tag 32, tag 32.
Back to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Stafford now to throw. A dump off for Abdullah. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by...
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And they take a knee.
Double tight. 4 down.
Manning will take a knee, and that should be the final act in this one. A great come from behind.